CoolersOnSale.com here for a viewer request video. We received a ton of emails and comments asking, is it better to drain the water out of your cooler every day, or is it better to leave that ice melt in the cooler? Which is going to provide the maximum ice retention? Well, instead of taking a shot in the dark, we're going to test that. In front of me, we have two identical coolers. These are 55 quart lifetime product coolers. Inside of each cooler is 20 pounds of ice. We just went to the store and picked up 20-pound bags of ice and put them on the inside, and two beverages. This allows you at home to see as the ice melt progresses. It's easier to see on video, and we're also going to rotate those beverages 3 times a day to simulate actual use, and this also introduces warm air to the cooler. So that's the setup here. Again, here on the front we have a 55 quart cooler with the 20-pound bag of ice on the inside, and over on this side is the exact same cooler with the exact same amount of ice. The only difference here is we are going to drain the water out of this cooler every 24 hours. So every morning we will drain the water out of this cooler and then take a look at the progression. This will allow us to determine, is it better to drain the water out of your cooler every day, or is it better to leave the water in your cooler every day? We're 24 hours into the challenge, and as you're probably seeing right now, there's not a whole lot of water in this cooler. There's not a lot of ice melt. We usually see this in the first 24 hours. Today is when we'll start to see a difference. It's going to be another warm one. Yesterday afternoon, the lids of these coolers were reading 94 degrees. I expect the same today. So we'll pick back up halfway through the day, rotate the beverages, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for another update. After 6 full days, we've reached the end of this test, and as you're seeing right now, both of these coolers no longer have any ice left. Last night they both had a little bit of ice in them with the cooler that we've drained the water out of. Ironically enough, this morning the internal temperature of the cooler that we kept the water in is lower. So kind of a convoluted answer. Is it better to drain the water, or is it better to keep the water in? Well, you're going to keep ice longer if you drain it, but you're going to keep a cooler internal temperature if you keep the water in. But at the end of the day, it's plus or minus 2 or 3 hours. It's so close. Like I said, last night they had really similar amounts of ice with a slight advantage to the cooler that we were draining. That's the result. You can see the progression over the time. This has been CoolersOnSale.com, testing whether you should keep the water in a cooler or drain it. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We'll be back with more tests. We're going to run the same test when it warms up a little bit and see if that changes the results.